To make your game more challenging, you can have a projectile that shoots randomly at the player off-screen. This would work pretty well in a runner level. So we'll need to place a projectile in our game, something that will fly at us off-screen. How about one of these flax darts? Let's put one of those somewhere in our game. And let's add a script. Okay, what do we want it to do? Well, we want it to shoot at us from random positions from the right side of the screen and fly towards us, and we have to try to dodge it. And it'll keep randomly spawning or repositioning and shooting at us again. So, first of all, let's flip it. It's currently facing to the right. We want it to face to the left and move from the right to the left. So we'll say when created from events, and then from transform, we will flip its scale. Set X scale of myself, and we'll make that -1. Okay, we'll also disable the collisions on it. So we'll go to physics, set any side collisions to false. We're going to get it to detect when it overlaps the player instead of colliding with the player. We want it to fly at us, so we'll give it a velocity. From physics again, we want set velocity X. Let's start it with -200. And then we want to randomly position it somewhere on the right of the screen. So let's make a function for that. We'll go to functions and grab do something. Let's call this shoot randomly at the player. And we'll go to functions and grab that function and run that when it's created. And what we'll do is we'll position it on the side of the screen. So we'll do its X position first. From transform, we want set X position of myself. Now if it were to 0, that would go in the corner of the level. We want it to go to wherever the camera is and then bumped across even further, so it slides in from the right. So we'll say from looks, we want camera X, and then the camera is actually 960 pixels wide. So to get the dart to go to the other side of that, we'll say +1000. Let's go to operators and grab a plus. Camera X +1000. And we can get rid of that 0. Now the Y position will be similar to this, so we'll duplicate the set X position, change that to a Y. This needs to be camera Y as well. And here's where we can randomize its position. So it could either come at us from the top of the screen or the bottom of the screen. The camera is 540 pixels tall, so we want to randomize between that range. So if we go to operators, we've got our random integer block here, random integer from 1 to 100. We can pop that in there. So let's make that from 1 to 500. Let's play this now, give it a test. We'll call it dart that shoots randomly. And I've accidentally put my dart on the layer behind everything, so I'm going to just put it on the characters layer so that it doesn't get hidden behind a bunch of stuff. And there we go. There is our dart. So now we need to make that come back and keep shooting at us.